photo shoot. Carson has so many pictures of me adjusting your boobs for you and like showing you how to do it. Like there's just so many great photos that he captured during our photo shoot where he's like, I'm going to sell these on lesbian sites because they're so perfect.
Oh, we had a lot of fun.
We did. We had a great time.
What semi-weird thing do you recall?
So per your request, there was one outstanding moment at the dinner we had. So this was the dinner with Sherry and Terry, ourselves, my two sisters, one of our best friends, Dirk, and then Carson. And we were, how did we get in this conversation? Honestly.
So, to start the dinner, like there was a distinct moment where I was like, oh, these are the family members to which you dated someone.
Yes. So I call them for everyone that doesn't recall, I call them my sisters, even though we're not blood sisters. I'm just extremely close with this family. There's 5 of them total. I'm best friends with one of them. We'll call her Ann's. And then I became best friends with her sister, who I'm going to call Reba.
What a bad name.
Reba. And we're all very close. So these 2 girls have 3 brothers, and I dated one of them for an extended period of time, multiple years ago. So not only was I close to the family before I started dating the brother, I even knew the brother. I was already close to them because I was best friends with the girls. Then I started dating their brother. So I have some special ties in there. In this family being a family of 5, they were all born within 6 years. Very, very close family. They ran in the same circles and had the same friends. And we were discussing for some reason, please help me if you remember, because I don't know how we got there. We're discussing.
Okay. So I think Anne is the one that at one point was married to Dirk.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, and you know what, at some point we're going to have them on because I have a feeling a podcast with them would be absolutely amazing. But at one point they were married. Yes. And at some point Cassie goes, well, you fucked his brother.
Wait. Okay, well, there you go. We were talking about, I don't know, we were talking about his brother's family. And I blurted out, well, and you slept with them. To which her other sister, Reba, was like, what? And I get this look from Anne and Dirk that's like, clearly I was not in the loop. And usually I'm in the loop. And I had one drink at this point in time. It wasn't even like multiple drinks. It was one beverage. And I was just like, thought this was common knowledge. Because I had been to family reunions, weddings, funerals with these people. All of them. I had been to all these events, these family events where we are all together. All the brothers and sisters, their husbands and wives. Like everybody had been together multiple times. I had never known that fucking Reba didn't know about this. No one ever told me, hey, Reba doesn't know. Shh, don't tell her. Like, if you tell me that, there's a good chance I can keep it under wraps until you got me like 6 drinks deep. But that's a risk you take when you hang out with me. So this was unbeknownst to me entirely. And I was like, oh, but blah, 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 blah. And I get this look from across the table like I just killed someone's fucking dog. And it turns out Reba didn't know. So I unfolded that family mystery quite quick.
I look across the table at Terry and Sherry, who in this table, the 3 of us have to be the most boring people at the table, which says something. And so I look and Terry and Sherry eyes are wide open, and I look and I'm sitting next to Anne, who's trying to compose herself as she's pregnant.
And yeah, I was like, who's pregnant?
Yeah.
5 months pregnant.
5 months pregnant. And I go to her because I've just met them, so I'm trying not to be an asshole too much, like, but still have some humor involved. And I look at her, I'm like, you're a brother fucker? Yes, but he knew.
She totally owns it.
And Reba goes, how did I not know this? And they're like, we don't know. Everybody else knows.
Everyone else knew, including, so the woman, here's the kicker. The woman that the brother that was fucked, the woman that he married was one of Anne's best friends from like high school, college days. So everyone, like every time I go to a family reunion or something, like we're all like, like we can like connect pieces. And apparently Reba's the only one that didn't know. And provided Reba was, you know, she was one of the oldest and she left to go be in the Marines and kick ass there quite early in her, like right after she could, 18-ish. So she wasn't around for a lot of the shenanigans, but she's very well plugged in and we're all very close now. So the fact that she didn't know and that hadn't slipped in some capacity at an earlier point in time was shocking to me. Absolutely shocking.
Oh man. If you
Wow.
Oh my word. I'm gonna post that too.
So send us your weird family shenanigans stories of
totally
family, not really family kind of things, because that's my situation.
Yeah. If you have fucked a brother.
Or someone's almost brother, or someone's used to be
or someone's brother. God, that weird.
Let's make that curlier. If you fuck someone else's brother.
Yes.
Huh? Me, I'll send my
This is
story
not that type of podcast. We have a update in like new weird follow-ups. The Chris's Confessions of Weird with the first porn that the exploding asshole porn.
You remember when they made the trip to like another city to get the
like 40 miles or something to get the first porn. Yeah. So we had asked like, oh my gosh, that girlfriend obviously ran out. Like there's no way.
They were like they were having an evening. Like it was him and a bro and then his girlfriend.
The girlfriend, yes.
And they went to another city to pick up a porn. And the porn that they chose was exploding asshole porn or something where like it's all anal, all that kind of crazy stuff. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. This was a date. Like this was their like first date.
No, it wasn't their first date, but it definitely was an intentional date with a tag along friend. And so Cassie and I and everybody have all assumed that the girl just ran out of the room and he never saw her again. Turns out it didn't scare her off and he ended up marrying her. And she is such a gamer and I believe a teacher.
She's such a gamer?
Yeah. Like you gotta be a gamer to be able to handle that.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay. So if you would like to see photos of all of the festivities and everything else, follow us on It Got Weird Pod on IG, Twitter, Facebook. Rate, review, and subscribe. I've got a weird confession.
Tell me.
I was, listen, we love the 20 of you. And I love the 3 or 4 that have left a review. But I thought, maybe I'm not seeing this because I think more than 4 people have left us reviews. So I went on to put one in just to see if it would show up. And it did show up. And it says me. And I'm like, oh, God, I'm not leaving me reviews. Like, anyway, it was super embarrassing. So if you see my review, there you go. There's that. Yeah, but we're going to get into some fun. Oh, God, I can't talk now.
I believe in you. You can sing and talk.
You could do this. Brian, who are we unofficially sponsored by?
Today, we are unofficially sponsored by Are you tired of trying to find that mythical spot? Try to giving it a good old high five with G-Spot gloves. Hands down, the easiest way to execute the perfect orgasm for her with no fuss or mess. G-Spot gloves, because it's hard to be a man. So let's make the impossible happen and have her coming back for more. G-Spot gloves, available in assorted colors and textures.
I have a lot of feelings about this product. And they're not good.
I don't know if it's really mess free. I'm
looking at the picture and these look just
terrifying.
Yeah, a little bit.
Would you want them in any of your body orifices? Because I don't. Not right now.
I don't want anything in any of my orifices. That's the way we roll, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just.
Well, you're not very creative.
I know. We'll get to that episode soon.
We will. That should be one of our next ones. I prepped this while we were in Seattle before we were supposed to record at Mr. West, and I was trying to airdrop the photos of this to my laptop, and it was moving around the available computers so fast that I clicked.
Yeah.
Because
you're in a city of like 10 million people that there's at least 5,000 places you could airdrop this to.
Yeah. So it like kept moving my computer. And so I clicked it, and then I clicked on Kevin's phone, and it sent him all of the G-Spot glove pictures that I had.
You're welcome, Kevin.
So I'm seeing in the photo that Kevin's taking some really odd cues right now from the universe. So I'm seeing in the photo that you posted, there's an airdrop. So it looks like you took a screenshot of your phone from when I posted to Amazon, and there is a drop option of the title, "A Man About Style."
I was in the cafe when I was doing, and that's exactly that. So that one kept popping up, and after I was trying to figure out, and like I accidentally sent the G-Spot gloves to Kevin. Then I was like looking around, and like this "A Man About Style" icon kept, and I'm like looking around the cafe, and I'm like, who the fuck is a man about style? And
who's he?
It didn't fit anyone that was in the cafe at all.
Sure. Well, it's Seattle, so there's a very small, finite group of stylish men there. They exist, but only in certain pockets.
Oh gosh, he probably had those capri jeans that like are tight, that roll up with the high socks. Also, I don't know. It was
maybe, but or maybe I think in Seattle the style is the tight capri jeans, yes, rolled up, but a sock that looks like no sock with the loafers, like non-laceable loafers that just you're not wearing a sock look.
Oh my goodness.
I can afford socks, but I choose not to wear them. Look, for some reason that's attractive to some people.
The no-shows. I like no-shows.
The no-shows. Oh, I'm all about the no-shows, but there's certain men, it's like, just don't even bother then. Like, we know your stink can go through those socks. Just don't wear socks. It's fine. Don't bother.
Pro tip.
Spending. Don't exhaust yourself on sock purchases, you know?
So back when we did Sudden Death, we did the Pootie Squad with Lex and Terry. I think we were together when we did our top 5.
Yeah.
And I have had movement. And so I didn't know if you've had any movement recently. So
movement is an achievement, or movement is in you're changing your top 5?
I'm changing my top 5. I'm changing my top 5. And so I thought
so this is our what is it called? This is our hall pass list?
Our hall pass. So, and we'll, sorry, just look. So, Cass, go ahead and give us your top 5.
So, when you had proposed this idea for the show today, I decided to not look at the last list we had made, or I had made and shared with the team in the group, and just kind of take a gut check on what I think is true still. So, mine's pretty redesigned as well. So at number 5, I had moved Zac Efron into place only because of his work with the Ted Bundy film, not because he's a serial killer, because he did a great job. And also we're a big fan of The Greatest Showman. So I think he deserves that spot. Coming at number 4 is Jason Momoa. I will not get rid of him for a little while. He's just
you can have him.
Too much jams. I dig it.
I'm not in that camp.
I don't think I'd want him to talk to me, but the eyes are so magical. John Hamm, which is funny, he's a keeper, but I'm finding little things in Carson that kind of remind me of John Hamm. So I got to keep them in my top 5. Yeah, there's
You're
some
finding little things, or are you finding big things?
I'm finding enough things. How about that?